गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू बिंदु डडवाल केमिस्ट्री लेसन्स। आज हम थर्ड रिवीजन मॉडल टेस्ट पेपर को सॉल्व करेंगे। सो लेट्स बिगिन। इन अ ट्रायगोनल क्रिस्टल A is equal to B is equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma but not equal to 90 डिग्री। ये रोम्बोहेड्रल क्रिस्टल B कहलाता है। इसमें सभी साइड्स और एंगल्स बराबर होते हैं लेकिन एंगल्स 90 डिग्री नहीं होते। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग हैज़ द हाइएस्ट वैल्यू ऑफ वैन टॉप फैक्टर? तो आयोनाइज करने पर एल्यूमिनियम सल्फेट 5 आयंस दे रहा है, ये 1, ये 3 और ये 2 आयंस दे रहा है। तो इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा आयंस हैं, इसका वैन टॉप फैक्टर सबसे ज़्यादा होगा। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज़ अ मोनोबेसिक एसिड? सो H3PO2 इज़ अ मोनोबेसिक एसिड। इसमें फॉस्फोरस दो H हैं, एक O है और एक OH है। एक OH है इसलिए मोनोबेसिक है। शेप ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल इज बेंट। In the following, the strongest acid is HClO4. The ores concentrated by froth flotation process are sulfide ores. Matte is a mixture of copper sulfide and iron sulfide. In hexagonal closed packing, the third layer is identical to the first layer. It is AB type of. तो पहली लेयर अगर ए है तो थर्ड भी ए होगी। द कायरल कंपाउंड इज 2-chloroब्यूटेन। तो 2-chloroब्यूटेन में जो 4 ग्रुप्स हैं वो एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट हैं, CH2 CH3, तो भी ये कायरल है। The best colligative property to determine the molecular mass of polymers is osmotic pressure, क्योंकि ये रूम टेम्परेचर पे ही मेजर हो जाता है। इस केस में जो इंक्रीज़ इन ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर है वो ज़्यादा होता है, तो मेजरेबल है, इसलिए इट इज़ द बेस्ट कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी। Br4 negative is a stronger oxidizing agent than ClO4 negative. This is because of high value of electrode potential. BrO4 negative में 1.74 है जबकि ClO4 में 1.23 है। Ethanol at 413 Kelvin on reaction with sulfuric acid will form diethyl ether। 413 पे डाइथाइल ईथर बनाता है, 443 पे ईथीन बनाता है, 383 पे इथाइल हाइड्रोजन सल्फेट बनाता है। ड्यूरिंग डैश द ओर इज हीटेड इन एब्सेंस और लिमिटेड सप्लाई ऑफ एयर, इट इज कैल्सिनेशन। द कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर ऑफ मेटल क्रिस्टलाइजिंग इन अ हेक्सागोनल क्लोज पैकिंग इज 12। 6 एक लेयर में सराउंडेड होते हैं और 3 above the layer, 3 below the layer, total 12. Reaction of benzyl bromide with aqueous sodium hydroxide will follow SN1 mechanism. This is because greater stabilization of benzyl carbocation due to a resonance. Acid catalyzed hydration of alkene except ethene leads to formation of secondary or tertiary alcohols. Which of the following is independent of temperature? Molality, because it depends upon mass of solvent and solvent does not change with the change in temperature. In blast furnace, the maximum temperature is in the zone of combustion. In sucrose, the 2 constituent monosaccharide units are held together by glycosidic linkage. It is ethereal bond. Vulcanized rubber resists wear and tear due to sulfur cross links. Cinnabar and Galena on roasting give mercury and lead respectively, but zinc blend does not give zinc. It is because zinc is more reactive and on roasting will form zinc oxide. Why is H3PO3 dibasic in nature? It is because of its structure. There are two OH in H3PO3, one double bond O and one H. Because of two OH, it is dibasic in nature. Describe Van Arkel method for refining of zirconium. So zirconium is heated with iodine at a temperature of 570 Kelvin to form zirconium tetraiodide. It is an unstable volatile compound. It moves from the region of heating to another place, whereas impurities are left behind. Later on, this zirconium tetraiodide is when it moves to a tungsten filament, it is heated at a temperature of 2075 Kelvin and it decomposes into zirconium and iodine, and hence it's refined. What is Wood's reaction? So in Wood's reaction, alkyl halide, let it be CH3Br, is heated with sodium metal in the presence of anhydrous or dry ether. NABR, two molecules will be formed and they combine to form ethane, alkane with double number of carbon atoms. This reaction is called Wood's reaction. Alcohols are best converted into alkyl chlorides by reaction with thionyl chloride. This is because on reaction with thionyl chloride along with alkyl chloride, byproducts are sulfur dioxide and HCl. Both are gases and evaporate to form relatively pure alkyl halide, alkyl fluoride. Haloarenes are insoluble in water but are soluble in benzene, because in haloarenes there is weak dipole-dipole interaction which is not strong enough to break the strong hydrogen bonds of water. So it's not soluble, whereas the force of attraction is similar to that of attraction between benzene, so it's soluble in benzene. What are haloalkanes? Alkanes, hydrocarbons in which one hydrogen is substituted by a halogen like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine is called haloalkane. Similarly, when one hydrogen is substituted with halogen in arenes, it is called haloarenes. Para-nitrophenol is more acidic than phenol. Explain why. It is because in para-nitrophenol, nitro group present in para position to OH group is electron withdrawing in nature as well as causes -R resonance effect. Because of these effects, the negative charge on the oxide ion after it gives proton is dispersed towards the ring and towards nitro group, so it makes the phenoxide ion more stable. So para-nitrophenol is more acidic in nature, whereas phenoxide is comparatively less stable. Give reason for higher boiling point of propane 1-ol than butane, because hydrogen bonding is present in propane 1-ol which is not present in butane. So more heat is required to break the adjacent molecules, and so its boiling point is higher. Complete the reaction. Thionyl chloride के साथ बनेगा ethyl fluoride CH3CH2Cl. KCN के साथ ये KCl बन जाएगा, CN लग जाएगा, तो ये बन गया CH3CH2Cl. और रिडक्शन कराएंगे तो ये बन जाएगा अमीन CH3CH2NH2. What is Williamson's synthesis? जब हम एल्काइल हेलाइड को सोडियम एल्कोक्साइड से रिएक्ट करवाते हैं इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एसीटोन, तो NaCl बनेगा और ROR ईथर बन जाएगा. ईथर को प्रिपेयर करने के लिए इस रिएक्शन को कराया जाता है. इसको हम कहते हैं विलियमसन्स सिंथेसिस. Differentiate between Schottky and Frenkel defect. Schottky defect occurs when equal number of cation and anions are missing from their normal sites. Frankel defect occurs when cations are missing from their 9 normal sites and they occupy interstitial sites. In Schottky defect, the density decreases because of missing cations and anions, whereas there is no effect on density in Frankel defect. It occurs in compounds having high coordination number. It occurs in compounds having low coordination number. Examples of Schottky defect are NaCl, KCl, CSBr, AgBr. Examples are AgCl of Frankel defect, AgCl, AgBr, AgI, and zinc sulfide. Then briefly discuss elevation in boiling point. So to explain elevation in boiling point, let us draw this graph of vapor pressure of a solution with temperature. So a pure solvent, the vapor pressure increases with rise in temperature, and the point where this vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure, the solvent starts boiling. So this is the boiling point of pure solvent. The vapor pressure of a solution, that is a solvent containing a non-volatile solute, is always less than that of a pure solvent. So this graph is lower to the graph of pure solvent. This is vapor pressure graph for solution containing non-volatile solute. So this the vapor pressure of this solution will meet at a higher temperature with the atmospheric pressure, and this new boiling point will be the boiling point of the solution. So we can see that the boiling point of solution containing non-volatile solute is greater than that of the pure solvent. So this elevation, this increase in boiling point is called elevation in boiling point. It is seen that this elevation in boiling point delta TB is proportional to the molality of the solution and equal to a constant, ebullioscopic constant into molality. This briefly explain the effects of temperature on the solubility of solids in liquids. So temperature can have varying effect on the solubility of solids. We can have 3 types of trends. One in which the solubility increases with the rise in temperature. This happens when the process of dissolution of solute is endothermic. The second trend is when the solubility decreases with increase in temperature. This happens when dissolution process is exothermic in nature. And third trend is when first the solubility increases with rise in temperature, then it decreases. This happens when one kind of solid changes to another solid, and then it liquefies. Give differences between hormones and vitamins. So hormones are chemical substances which are produced by ductless glands in the body, whereas vitamins are not produced in the body but are taken in the diet. The hormones are not stored but are continuously produced in the body, whereas vitamins may be stored in the body to fight diseases. Define the term homopolymerization, giving an example. So when the monomer is of the same type, the polymerization reaction is called homopolymerization reaction. For example, ethene will polymerize to give polythene. Write information asked in the following polymers. Bakelite, material used for preparation is phenol and formaldehyde. They react to form orthohydroxy benzyl alcohols and para-hydroxybenzyl alcohols, which later combine with each other to form bakelite. In PVC, the monomer is vinyl chloride. In neoprene, the monomer is chloroprene, which is 2-chlorobuta 1,3-diene. In case of nylon 66, the material needed is hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. So that's all in today's video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.